Acharya Shri Vijay Vallabh School, Pune brings to you a webinar on concentration and speed writing to increase the effectiveness of speed writing through concentration in students, to improve students' performance in various academic tasks by our speaker Bhuvan, Dhanesha, to improve concentration and develop thought process, to enhance your handwriting with increased writing speed. Our chairman Shri Subhashji Parmar has inspired and guided us to become a better communicator overall, to increase the productivity of thinking process through speed writing. Let's begin with our today's interesting webinar. Good morning and a warm welcome to one and all present here this Sunday morning. I, Bhavika Rathod, on behalf of Acharya Shri Vijay Vallabh School, welcome you all for today's live webinar on the topic Concentration and Speed Writing with our eminent guest, Mr. Bhuvan Dhanesha sir. We at Acharya Shri Vijay Vallabh School, with the continuous motivation and guidance from our chairman, Shri Subhashji Parmar sir, and all the members of the Education Committee have organized these webinars. Concentration means focused attention, and it has many uses and benefits. It assists in studying, enables faster comprehension, improves the memory, helps in focusing on a task, job, or goal, and enables you to ignore meaningless or irrelevant thoughts. The power of the mind are like the rays of the sun. When they are concentrated, they illume. It is said by Swami Vivekananda. Develop the power of concentration and find out how it can help in increasing our writing speed is the real motive of our today's webinar. Now, I request our principal, Mrs. Jacinta Manuel ma'am, to give her views on today's webinar, Concentration and Speed Writing. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Bhavika. Good morning to one and all. I welcome you all again to our Vijay Vallabh Sunday Hour. On behalf of everyone present, I extend my warm welcome to our esteemed guest, Bhuvan Dhanesha, memory and creativity expert. Development can only take place when students are actively involved, when they are occupied with high, non-stop degree of concentration, when they are interested, when they give themselves completely, when they use all their abilities to invent and make new things, and when this gives them a high degree of satisfaction and pleasure. The power of concentration is the only key in the treasure house of knowledge. We at Acharya Shri Vijay Vallabh School help our students to concentrate and sustain attention on all kinds of tasks, as it helps students to learn and improve, which leads to self-confidence and positive self-esteem. We are thus in continuous process of imbibing knowledge to our students through the various workshops. We also conducted memory games and concentration workshop, which not only help them to retain their concentration, but also make productive use of it. Children learn a lot of different handwriting skills in the class, which helps them to master in fluent and speedy handwriting. We at school practice skills which create the foundation for this development. To begin with, we start with the letter formation, which is one of the first steps in our children take to master their handwriting. Our aim is to make the child become a master of his acts through long and repeated exercises, and also encourage them with pleasing and interesting activities. We are fortunate to have a chairman, Shri Subhashji Parmar sir, who demonstrate care, understanding, and patience towards one and all. Thank you, sir. Over to you, Bhavika.
Thank you, Jacinta ma'am. Now, I take privilege to introduce you to our today's guest. On behalf of Acharya Shri Vijay Vallabh School, I am extremely delighted to welcome our eminent speaker, Mr. Bhuvan Dhanesha sir. Sir is memory and creative expert from World Human Development Center, Mumbai, India. Currently, Sir is the president at World Memory Sports Council, Maharashtra. Sir conducts various workshops from World Human Development Center for all age groups. Since 2009, he is in this field and has trained over 50,000 students from second standard to post-graduation. Sir has even trained students from 9 different boards and 18 different streams. He has also conducted his training sessions in countries like India, Kenya, Mauritius. I feel great to say that Sir has memorized a 200-page book within 7 days, along with the page numbers and its content. Sir can even memorize 300 to 400 words at a time. Sir, we are indeed fortunate to have you here this morning to share your valuable knowledge and views on our today's topic, concentration and speed writing. I would request Sir to please give his inputs on our topic. Over to you, Sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Bhavika ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Bhavika ma'am, Jacinta ma'am, Subhash Parmar sir, Gitanjali ma'am, and everyone out here. And it has been my privilege last year, I think around the same month, maybe, I was here to give a session on memory. And then we had another workshop also for the students of the school. And thank you so much, first of all, for inviting me one more time in this amazing session where there are two topics. One is speed writing and second is concentration. And I'm sure that these are the two major things which you all need, especially students. For your studies, for your exams, you need these two things. And if you get these two things, speed writing and concentration, your parents will be the happiest people in the world, isn't it? Okay, I'm also watching the Facebook live. I just want to know if the parents are here, just write P in the chat in the Facebook. So P likh dijiye, P for parent. If parents are also here watching this webinar live, please write P so that I can come to know kitne parents hai, kya aap log 100% yahan par hai ya nahi hai. So we need to ensure that yes, everyone is 100% attentive because it's the topic which is the topic of concentration. So I need to check your attention level, right? So okay, Jyoti Gandhi, Gunjan, Mundada, welcome, parents, Urmila Joshi Parikh, superb. VRC Pune, Vijay Vallabh Pune, the school, Urmila Joshi, Kamlesh Oswal, superb. Thank you so much, Karuna ma'am, and all of you. Thanks for being here. And let's start our first topic, and that is the topic of concentration. How many of you feel that concentration is a very big issue for you? Or how many parents feel that your child is seriously going under a lot of issues of concentration and you need some urgent solution, right? अगर डॉक्टर को दिखाना पड़े तो डॉक्टर को दिखाएंगे, कोई दवाई मिलती है मार्केट में तो दवाई खरीदेंगे, but we want the issue of concentration to be solved. If yes, just write yes here in the chat if you think that this is a major problem which you all are facing. Okay, how many teachers, there are so many teachers out here, a question to the teachers, how many of you feel that concentration is the #1 issue for all the students? Okay, you are explaining a topic, some students will concentrate, others will not, others will be distracted here or there, right? When the schooling was online, you were not able to see them, but now they are live in front of you in the offline classes. And you see that, yeah, the concentration level has dipped. What it was in 2018-19 and what it is in 2022, there's a vast difference. Teachers, do you agree with me? This is what is something you all must have observed, because as a trainer, I have observed that. Okay.
Yes, sir. We do agree with it.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. So let me tell you one thing. Okay. According to me, the bigger issue is not lack of concentration. Why? Because the same children who are not able to concentrate in the studies, if I give them a smartphone, I give them a Wi-Fi connection, and if I tell them you have to spend 2 hours on that smartphone, let me tell you, they will not even get up from that place, even if they are thirsty or hungry. Do you agree with me, parents? अगर आपके बच्चे को मोबाइल दे दिया जाए, बोला जाए कि 2 घंटे मोबाइल देखो, या इंडिया पाकिस्तान की मैच में सामने बिठा दिया जाए, तो 3-4 घंटे तक वो लोग हिलेंगे नहीं वहां से. उनका concentration monk yogi की तरह होगा, right? The point is, it is not about lack of concentration, it is about lack of interest. It is not the concentration issue, it is the interest issue, which needs to be resolved first, right? How many of you don't like history? बहुत सारे students मुझे कहते हैं, sir, history is a difficult, boring subject. Why should I learn that? But if that same history is in a movie, will you go and watch that movie, historical movie? Definitely yes. Okay, you will enjoy that movie. You will tell others also to go and watch that movie. That means history in books is boring. History in movies is super duper interesting. So it is about lack of interest and not lack of concentration. First issue. Okay. Second thing is, yes, there are people who are genuinely interested in certain things, still they are not able to concentrate. Okay. And there comes another issue. And that issue is thoughts, thinking, overthinking. How many parents, how many teachers, how many students go into a lot of thoughts? Vichar aate hi rehte hain. No stop at all, right? Even while you are sleeping, you are into thoughts. And there are so many thoughts. So that's why to give yourself the space of coming out of thoughts, you want to be on mobile. How many of you spend a lot of time on gadgets, on mobile? You are literally addicted to mobile and gadgets. Many of you, right? Parents are giving me a thumbs up on the Facebook, right? Now, it is because you are into a lot of thoughts. Okay? Thought cannot allow you to concentrate. When you are concentrating, there is no thought. When there is a thought, there is no concentration. दोनों एक दूसरे के दुश्मन हैं. So concentration लाना है, तो thoughts को भगाना है. That's the only solution. Yes, that's the only solution. Imagine today is the India-Pakistan match. Okay. And let's say that the batsman is on the crease. There are thousands of people in the stadium. They are shouting, they are screaming. But can the batsman get distracted because of that? What do you think? क्या batsman distract हो सकता है वो सारी आवाजों से? अरे अंपायर को बोल देंगे मुझे मत नहीं खेलना, मैं कल खेलूंगा, पहले ये सारे लोगों को बाहर भगाओ, ये बहुत आवाज कर रहा है. Can the batsman say that? He can never say that, right? Why? Because it doesn't affect him. The external sound, external things doesn't affect them. They are in no thought zone. They are 100% in present. But are we in the present when we are studying? How many students think that no, there are lot of thoughts which are going on while I'm studying, right? Thought about my friends, thought about something else, thought about the match, thought about a movie, thought about some stupid things, right? There is no concentration at all. And that's where there are certain exercises which we need to do, which can allow us to remove the thoughts and concentrate whenever we want to concentrate. So ready for that? Let's do certain exercises for concentration. Okay, everyone, you have to repeat these exercises after me. Even teachers, you all can also do. It's a good exercise. In fact, you all can do these exercises with your students in the live class. It really makes a lot of difference. Okay, so the first one is this. I request all of you to keep your fingers connected to each other. Everyone. Even Jacinta ma'am, you also do it. Okay, so let's do it. Now, see, all the fingers are connected with each other. Only the first finger will move. Rest of the fingers will remain as it is. Move it clockwise. Move it anti-clockwise. Simple. Then the second one. Move it clockwise. Move it anti-clockwise. Okay. Facebook people, are you doing it? Move it clockwise. It's very simple. Anti-clockwise. Amazing. Again, move it clockwise. Move it anti-clockwise. And then the thumb. I request the technical team to highlight me so that people can see what I'm doing. Thank you. Move it clockwise and anti-clockwise. Okay. Now this was the first one. Let's do one more. One hand will show these two fingers. Other hand will show these two fingers. दोनों हाथों में अलग उंगलियां हैं, प्लीज देखिए. राइट नाउ 1 2 3 change. Okay, again change. It's easy, it's simple. Change, 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 change. Initially it is difficult, but then it becomes very fast. Okay, if you're comfortable, do it fast, do it fast, do it fast, do it fast. Right? Okay, okay, okay. Keep on doing it. If not comfortable, go slow, go slow. No hurries, go slow. Fantastic. Okay, 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 okay. Thank you so much. Okay. Thanks, thank you. Please stop, 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 stop. Okay, how many of you realized even if you did not do it correctly, okay, even if you did this exercise in a wrong way, still your thought level went down? How many of you realize that your concentration level increased without you telling your brain to concentrate, without you telling your brain not to think? अपने आप आपका concentration बढ़ गया. कितने लोगों को ये लगा? If you felt that yes, your concentration level is increased as compared to what it was 5 minutes back, please write a yes here in the chat. Write yes here in the chat, and that will give me an assurance that yes, you are actively participating. I can see only 2-3 people who are writing yes, yes, yes. Others are not writing. You should write. Yeah, you should attend. The participative concentration is the best concentration. Wow, so many people. Urmila, Sarika, Dinesh, Jyoti, Jacinta ma'am, super, super. Thank you so much. Now, these are called the brain gym exercises. BRAIN, brain gym. जो हम जिम में जाते हैं ना, फिजिकल जिम, वैसे ही ये ब्रेन का जिम है. Okay. Now, what happens because of brain gym is your right and left brain gets balanced. Generally, what happens? We are either right brain dominated or we are left brain dominated, right? So other brain goes into thoughts. But when you do these exercises, your both hands are involved into two opposite, activities. So your both the brains also have to become involved, and that's the reason the thought level goes down. Both the brains get balanced, and you concentrate better. Okay, there is one more. Let's do one more. 3 and 3. Come on. दोनों हाथों में अलग उंगलियां हैं. 3 and 3. You can see that. Okay. And now change. Simple. Change. 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 If you are comfortable, speed up. If not, go slow. Okay. It's just about allowing your brain to become flexible. How many of you are realizing that you are mentally becoming flexible? Your brain is becoming flexible. That's the beauty of this. Okay. That's the beauty of this. Right. One more simple, which everyone can do. 5 and 1. 5 and 1. 5, 1. 5, 1. 5, 1. 5, 1. Come on. इससे आसान और कुछ नहीं हो सकता. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Amazing. Amazing. Okay, one more. 2 and 2. Can you see the difference? 2 and 2. All right. And now change, 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 change. If you are comfortable, go fast. If not, go very, very slow. Yeah, very good. Prachi, Rajveer, super. Khushbu, amazing. It's very easy, says Urmila. That's fantastic. Kya baat hai? Okay. So friends, these are the brain gym exercises. Teachers, you can also do it with your children. I'm sure it will help you, manage them in a better way. Now, let me tell you, brain gym has more than 200 different exercises. And most of these exercises are with the help of your fingers and your, hand. Most of them. And that's the beauty about this. The more you do it, both the brains will become involved into the present, and that's what the concentration is all about. When you are attending the lecture, are you involved in the present? How many of you are 100% into present right here? Okay, write present here in the chat if you are 100% into present right now after doing this exercise. Otherwise, when you have to attend a lecture, there are so many thoughts going on in your mind constantly, and you have to literally convince your mind के भाई अभी ध्यान दो यहाँ पे, ठीक है बाद में एक ही घंटा है जैसे तैसे करके बिता देंगे. But now, just because of you doing this exercise, you don't need to convince your mind. Your mind is already ready. Okay, and that's why I did this concentration thing first, because more than concentration, speed writing is a major topic of the day. So I wanted all of you to first be here 100%, and then we'll go for speed writing. So this is the concentration. Oh wow, so many people have written present. That's amazing. That's a good participation. I really appreciate Acharya Shri Vijay Vallabh School students, parents, teachers who are so much participative. Right now, let's go to the second topic. I know there must be some more questions on concentration, definitely in the later part. I'll take the questions from the students, from the parents, whoever has any questions related to concentration. But now, let's go into the second topic, and that is writing, speed writing, right? So now, writing is a very important aspect of our studies, because in exams you have to write. It's not the oral exam which you give, it's the written exam. So writing plays a very important role, more than anything else. Were you 100% in your class? Did you complete all your homework? Did you do proper revisions? Did you study everything well? Everything matters. But what matters the most is in the answer sheet, what you've written. That is going to go to your teachers who will check your marks, who will check your papers and give you the scores, right? Even if you have learned the subjects very well, okay, you were 100% attentive and you have grasped the concepts so well that you can explain that concept to someone else also. And you've done multiple revisions, but still, if your writing part is not good, nothing is going to help you, right? So क्रिकेटर चाहे प्रैक्टिस में कितना भी अच्छा खेल ले, मेन मैच में वो क्या करता है उस पे सब डिपेंड करता है. एंड योर मेन परफॉर्मेंस इज द परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ योर राइटिंग. You express yourself in terms of writing. Your growth to the next standard, to the next year, to the completion of your board, your degree, then your master's degree, and whatever profession you will go into, depends on how and what you write in your exams. Writing does play a very important role. Now, before I start this topic, I just want to know कि बच्चे कौन से स्टैंडर्ड के हैं, यू नो, बड़े बच्चे ज्यादा है, छोटे बच्चे ज्यादा है, तो अकॉर्डिंगली आई विल गाइड. सो यू नो, रिक्वेस्ट ऑल ऑफ यू, कुछ लोगों ने लिखा है सीनियर केजी वगैरह, just write your standard here in that Facebook chat, so I can guide you accordingly. You know, if both students are more, I can give you a few tips about that. If small kids are more, I can give some tips to the parents, right? Okay, junior KG, junior KG, okay.
So
Rest
we
of the
actually
people?
have all age groups mixed, right? From
Okay.
pre-primary, primary, and secondary, and even the viewers above that. So all
Okay.
mixed age group.
Okay.
And with us here, we have 9th standard students that you can see on your screen.
Right.
With
Okay.
us.
Okay, man. Okay. Great. Thank you, man. Thank you. So, friends, let's go ahead and let's talk about the writing part. Okay. Writing part. Yeah. Let me just start my PPT. Just give me a few seconds. Okay. So, what we have noticed is that as a student, I'm just talking about as a student, there are 3 types of writings which are important. First is notes writing or note making, where you are either, you know, okay, first is note writing. Second is creative writing, like you are writing an essay or you are writing your thoughts down, you are explaining something. It's creative writing. And third is recollection writing. Recollection writing, what is that? I'll come to that. Notes writing, what is involved in that? Note making, correct? Copying from, I'm not copying in the exam, but you make notes, you copy from some other notes, or the teacher has explained. Right now also, many of you must be making some notes. So that is note writing. Second is creative writing, like essays, letters, fact writing, critical appreciation, and there are many more things into this. But basically, something where you have to open your creativity and imagination and you have to write accordingly. And third one is recollection writing, which is about your answers which you write in the exams, definitions, differentiations, MCQs, and everything which is already learned in the past. And you have no other source while you are writing it. You have to just think about it from whatever files you have about that particular topic in your mind, and you have to recall and then you have to write. Okay. I'm sure most of the problems which you all face is in recollection writing. Most of the problems. Obviously, there are people who want some solutions for creative writing also, but more than that, recollection writing is a bigger problem. How many of you have seen that before the exam, you know everything? Okay, you go in the examination hall and the examination starts and you are not able to recall. Although just 10-15 minutes back, you were able to recall everything, but suddenly now you are not able to recall. कितने लोगों के साथ ऐसा होता है? एग्जाम हॉल में जाके पता नहीं क्या हो जाता है और आप भूल जाते हैं, right? And the best part is after the exam is over, you come out of the examination hall and then you suddenly start recalling everything. अरे यार इसका आंसर ये था, right? So recollection writing is the problem. सही जगह पे सही टाइम पे याद आना चाहिए ना. Wrong जगह पे wrong time पे याद आएगा, क्या क्या मतलब है उसका? You need to recall at the right time and the right place. Okay, and that's where recollection writing is very much important. Now you all have a book and a pen with you. I'm assuming so. You all have a book and a pen with you. What we will do is right now, I'll give you 1 minute. I'll give you a topic. Okay. You have to write about that topic in that 1 minute. Okay. Exactly after 1 minute, you have to stop writing. Ready, everyone? I give you 10 seconds to collect your book and a pen. Okay. I hope that it is there with you. Right. So now the topic is very simple. The topic is my school. Sabka favorite topic, right? My school. And I'm going to give you exactly 1 minute, and your 1 minute to write down whatever comes in your mind. The time starts now. Thirty seconds are over. Last 10 seconds. Stop. Time is up. Please stop. Please stop, everyone. Time is up. Stop, stop, stop. Okay. Now, I gave you an impromptu topic. Okay. I give you 1 minute. Whatever came in your mind, you must have written it. Now, I want all of you to calculate how many number of words were you able to write. Okay. Even if you've written the title first and then you have written the paragraph, include the words of the title as well. Include all the articles as well. A, N, the, whatever. Even if the small word is there, of, from, which, every word counts. Please write and tell me here on the Facebook chat or in the Zoom chat that how many number of words were you able to write in 1 minute. Please write here. Okay, Brinda says 33. Good. Waiting for others to write. How many number of words were you able to write?
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
I have written 32 words.
Okay. Okay. That's amazing. 33, 45, 33, 32. Okay. Superb. Superb, everyone. Now, now let me share something. What should be your benchmark for writing? Okay. So benchmarks for speed writing are like this. Let me just share my screen. If less than 20 words, that's a poor speed. If it is 21 to 30 words per minute, that's an average speed. 31 to 39 is a good speed. And 40 or more words is the ideal speed of writing, right? So you all should aim that you are reaching to the speed of 40 or more. Many of you are already in 30s. That's a good sign. But for your board exams or for your higher studies, when you have to write a lot, you need at least the speed of 40 words per minute. Okay. Now, what happens is if you try to increase your speed, then your handwriting gets disturbed. Correct. And because of that, you slow down your speed. Second problem is that you are not getting the idea what to write. And that's the reason your speed is getting slow. Now, both of them have one common solution, and that is regular practice of recollection writing. Generally, we have the practice of copying from somewhere and writing, but the recollection writing practice is very limited. Even when the homework is given from the school, you are basically copying it from somewhere. Correct? If you are making the notes, the teacher is saying and you are making the notes, or it is written in the board and you are simply copying it. Your recollection writing practice only happens on the day of exam, inside the examination hall. And that's the big problem. Exam preparation is not about reading only. Exam preparation is about reading plus a lot of writing practice. It's like in the exam, you have to do batting, but in the preparation time, you are just doing bowling. That is not going to help you. Batting and bowling, you need to practice both. And that's why you need to practice writing a lot, recollection writing. So what you can do is very simple. Parents can help here. Parents can take 10 to 15 minutes. You can give a topic to your child. It can be a general topic the way I have given. My school, my dreams, India, family, general topics. Or you can give a topic from their study. Let's say they have learned about photosynthesis. You can give literally a question on photosynthesis. Have a 1 minute timer on and then calculate what is your speed. Right now, if you are in 20s or in 30s, okay, with practice, you will definitely go to 40s without harming your handwriting, without having that thought that what exactly I need to write. It will go in the flow. Okay, that is first thing. Second thing, to increase your reading speed, there are three important hacks which I want to give you. Three important things which you need to keep in mind while you are writing. Okay, these are very basic yet very effective ideas, and you should implement that. Okay, the first one is your posture, the way you sit. Okay, most of the people do not sit with the right kind of posture. They do not sit properly while you are writing. Okay, let me show you this picture. If you are sitting with any of these first three ways, you are sitting in a wrong position. The correct position is the last one. Okay, how many of you bend? How many of you bend a lot while you write? Okay, पूरा आप अंदर घुस जाते हैं, right? You and the more your time is less and you have to write a lot, you bend more and more. I've seen students, they are literally sleeping, you know. As a teacher, you feel, is that person sleeping or what is he doing? So his head and the paper are like in the same parallel line, and they are writing. Now that's not a good position to write. Definitely not a good position to write, because you are getting attracted to the gravity, और आप थोड़ी देर में सो जाने वाले हैं. Don't do that. Okay, the point is there should be a distance, a good amount of distance between your eyes and your paper, because if the distance is more, the words will look smaller and psychologically your speed will increase. If the distance is lower, I mean you are zooming down, the words will look bigger and psychologically you will feel I have to write bigger, I have to write more. Okay, it's a psychological barrier. You need a comfortable distance wherein the words look smaller and you tend like writing in speed. Second thing, what happens is when you are bending your body, so the weight of the upper body goes on the hand which is writing, right? So you are writing like this, and you are bending. So you're giving a lot of pressure to this part. And when this hand is getting the pressure, can it write in speed? It cannot. It will start paining, and your concentration will be distracted from recalling to the pain. It will get diverted to the pain. इसलिए हमें बीच बीच में ब्रेक लेना पड़ता है ना, हम बीच बीच में ऐसा ऐसा करते हैं, पता नहीं क्या कुछ करते हैं, because your hands get tired. How many of you have seen this, that your hands really get tired? एक पेज लिखा नहीं, लगता है यार बहुत मेहनत कर ली. और आजकल तो सब चैट पे होता है ना, सब ये लैपटॉप पे होता है. सो राइटिंग की हमें जरूरत नहीं है. एंड लास्ट 2 years most of the exams were MCQs, and now you have to write a lot of things as if you are writing the thesis, and your hands start paining. Correct? So the one of the major reasons is that you are putting your upper body weight on your hands. So don't do that. Have a comfortable distance. Okay? ये पहली चीज है. दूसरी चीज है, which is again very important, is the kind of pen which you are using. Okay, the kind of pen which you are using. How many of you have seen that there are some pens which naturally slow down your speed, and there are some other pens which naturally increase your speed? How many of you have seen that? Okay, so there are some pens which are very comfortable to write. You should be knowing which is your comfortable pen. Which pen will allow you to write in speed at the same time thinking in speed? Okay, the flow. You know, if the pen is moving fast, your ideas also move fast. Otherwise, your pen is getting stuck. Your brain also gets stuck, because that is the visual you are showing to your brain, right? Subconscious mind captures that. So pen plays a very important role, right? And you should ensure कि पहले तो आप सिलेक्ट कर लीजिए कि कौन सी पेन आपको यूज करनी है, और उसी पेन से आप लिखने की प्रैक्टिस कीजिए. दूसरी चीज, जब एग्जाम में जाते हैं तो प्लीज कंप्लीटली नई पेन लेकर मत जाइए. बहुत सारे लोग एक्साइटमेंट में 5-10 नई पेन खरीद लेते हैं एग्जाम के एक दिन पहले, राइट? और फिर वो एग्जामिनेशन हॉल में जाते हैं और वो स्टार्ट ही नहीं होती है. स्टार्ट हो भी गई तो बीच बीच में अटकती है, राइट? सो इसलिए आपको क्या करना है, यू हैव टू यूज अ पेन विच इज ऑलरेडी बीन यूज्ड at least 20% and not more than 50%. Okay, 20% jitni wo pen used hai, so you are comfortable with that pen. So at least have 4 to 5 pens which are used. So the way I said, before the exam, few days before the exam, you should do writing practice. Do writing practice with those pens only. Okay, so the pen should be familiar, the writing practice should be familiar. If there is a familiar thing, your writing will automatically increase. Okay, एंड सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है, बहुत सारे लोगों जो पेन को पकड़ते हैं वो गलत जगह से पकड़ते हैं, एंड that also creates an issue, right? Which is the right way of handling the pen, or where you should hold the pen. You should hold the pen on the grip. You see this picture here, you are seeing this blue color grip. Okay, in some pens this grip is already given, in some pens it is not given, but this is the area where you should touch. Some people touch from the very bottom as if वो पेन का गला दबा रहा है, right? So don't do that. वो पेन से आप लिख ही नहीं पाओगे. This is the ideal position to hold the pen. Okay, that is the second hack. And third one is optional. Why optional? Because what I've seen is, for the third one, some people are comfortable with it, others are not comfortable with it. But whoever is comfortable with this particular idea which I'm going to share, they increase their writing speed drastically. And what is that? Move your elbow and not your wrist. Okay, लेट मी एक्सप्लेन इट. बहुत सारे लोग क्या करते हैं, यानी मैक्सिमम लोग इंक्लूडिंग मी, हम क्या करते हैं, हम लिखते हैं ना तो ये रिस्ट मूव करते हैं, राइट. जैसे ही आगे की साइड जाना है तो हम क्या करते हैं, वी मूव अवर रिस्ट. नाउ दिस इज अ वेरी डेलिकेट पार्ट, इजंट इट? So if you keep on moving it, it will get tired fast. Instead of that, if you move your elbow, it is a stronger part of your hand, right? So keep this stationary. ये जो wrist है उसको ऐसे ही रखिए, और आगे बढ़ना है तो आपके wrist को move कीजिए. तो ये टायर्ड नहीं होगा, स्पेशली जब 3 घंटे की एग्जाम है, 2 घंटे की एग्जाम है, कम से कम आपको 18-20 पेजेस भर के लिखना है, तो ये जल्दी 3-4 पेजेस में ये टायर्ड हो जाता है. So this is a good strategy to use your elbow to move rather than the wrist. Okay. Now the problem is we are so much programmed to write this way कि मैं जब students को yes ऐसे लिखने को बोलता हूँ तो उनकी speed कम हो जाती है. But it's a matter of practice. The more you practice, eventually your speed will catch up, and the most important benefit is this will not get tired when you are giving your exam. Okay. Now, so these are the 3 instructions which I wanted to give you. First one, as I said, is the position, the posture in which you sit. Okay. Second one is the pen which you use, and third one is move your wrist and not your finger. Let's do one thing. Let's do 1 more minute round. I'll give you 1 more topic. Use all these 3 hacks. Okay. Sitting position, holding of the pen, and third is try to move your wrist. Okay. If not comfortable, then do with the wrist. I hope that you all are ready. If you all are ready, I'll again start a 1 minute timer. Okay. So I hope that you all are ready. So your new topic is Ganesh Utsav, and your 1 minute starts now. Forty seconds over, last 20 seconds. Last 5 seconds. Time is up. Please stop. Please stop, everyone. Okay. I request you to again count how many number of words were you able to write this time. And please write it here in the chat. Yeah, please write it here in the chat. How much were you able to write now after using these hacks? Thank you, Gunjan. 34 says Bhakti, 38 says Brinda. Amazing. What about others? Wow. Friends, how many of you are seeing that your writing speed has increased just by using these couple of things? Not more things, but this couple of things. Like Brinda reached 38, Kamlesh 48, okay. 72 Jyoti, oh, that's a great speed. Okay, so this is what it is. Try doing this, students. Parents, if your children are small, you can help them develop this. It's a matter of developing the habit, right? And you cannot expect immediate result. You have to have patience, you have to have consistency, and you should do it, and you will see the results. So that is amazing, friends. And
Sir, the students that we have with here, they have written 43, 45, 48
wow.
words approx.
Kya baat hai. That's great. Congratulations to all of you. Akshat, Rajveer, Khushbu, and Prachi. Right? Super, friends. This shows that yes, it works. So I just want to say one thing before I end, and then we'll go for the question answer round. Is, see, if you want to save time in your life, if you want to grow fast, see, we have a limited life, right? And we want to do a lot of things. We have a lot of dreams. We want to grow personally, professionally, financially, spiritually, health wise, in every aspect. Then the fastest and the surest way to grow is to learn. And that's why I really appreciate this school that they are not only focusing on the academic part of learning, they are focusing on all round learning. That's why since last 2 years or maybe more than that, they are doing these Sunday hours, Sunday webinars, where they are constantly doing it. There were many schools who were doing it, but after the offline school started, they stopped it. But your school is still doing it, and that is highly appreciable. What I want to say is, if you don't know how to drive the car, you have to push the car from behind because आपको आता नहीं है. It will take a lot of time to reach anywhere, and you will be completely stressed and tired. But if you learn how to drive the car, you can sit inside the car, switch on the AC, switch on the music, and you can reach that same place within few minutes with less efforts and more, more relaxation and entertainment. So learning is important. The way you learn the speed writing hacks, the concentration things, I'm sure that from now onwards, you will be better at concentration. Even if it is just 1% betterment, that's a good sign. You'll be better at your writing speed. You'll be much more relaxed while you give your exam, right? You should keep on learning. And my name is Bhuvan Dhanesha. I'm from World Human Development Center. We are Mumbai-based organization, and we do a lot of workshops on the same topic. We are wanting to come up with a full-fledged speed writing workshop. It was just a small thing which I gave you. We have a complete course wherein we teach you a lot of things on a practical basis, and we give you the entire planning chart of how to increase your speed. And we are wanting to do it for your school. If anyone is interested for that, you can definitely connect to your teachers. You can definitely connect to Jacinta ma'am. If there are good number of students, we can do a workshop for all of you, a special workshop for all of you, right? So you can do that. Okay, so that's it. That's what I wanted to say. And with this, I'm ending my session. I know there must be questions, and there should be questions. So I request the teachers, if anyone has any questions, please feel free to ask me.
Thank you, sir. Sir has really explained us well about our thought process. It is not actually the matter of concentration, but it is all about the interest and relation of this process. And the tips that sir has given for speed writing and the various tips to how to hold a pen and all, I'm sure all the viewers, teachers, it's beneficial actually for everybody. Like when we used to tell children that do not show your tantrums, that you want some new pens or you want some fancy things, but actually they really need it. So I guess we should pay attention to those things. And the tips that you gave for speed writing, I guess even we all teachers do need it. When we put down the notes, when we keep writing the notes, starting we write very nice, but when we end up with the notes, we are with a complete mess of handwriting. So I guess even all the teachers will benefit with this, and the exercises that you showed, sir, were really good. We all will surely take these in classrooms when we start with our day after the prayer and all. So thank you so much, sir, for all the knowledge and tips that you gave.
Thank you.
Now we move to the second part of our session. So for the question answer session, I would hand over the session to Gitanjali Miss.
Video.
Once again, a very happy morning to all our viewers who are connected to us on Facebook Live. for one more essential and interesting topic, which is the major requirement of each and everyone, and especially our students, speed writing and concentration. Today, I feel really blessed to have a wonderful personality amongst us, Mr. Bhuvan Dhanesha, memory and creativity expert, World Health Development Center, Mumbai. Sir is doing the wonderful job of training these young minds to develop the learning and writing skills and igniting the flame of joyful learning to strive towards success and achievement. Writing is a life skill, not only essential for job related, because it is often the basis upon which others judge your learning, your values, your ideas, and your contribution towards the society. Hence, let's move on to our interaction round and update our various skills. Thank you, sir. I hereby request a student, Akshat Sangvi of Standard 8, to ask the question. Over to you, Akshat.
Good morning, sir. Myself, Akshat Sangvi, studying Standard 8, would like to ask you one question. Sir, can you please suggest us few techniques or games to increase the concentration and focus amongst the children?
Very nice question indeed, Akshat. Sir, बच्चों में स्मरण शक्ति विकसित कर बढ़ाने के लिए हमें कोई टेक्निक्स और गेम्स कृपया करके बताइए. Over to you, sir.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you, Akshat, for asking this question. So the point is that I think some things I already shared about the brain gym exercises. So basically, if you involve your brain into something productive, the concentration level always goes higher. So you have to do some things which you are generally not doing. It's out of your comfort zone. For example, if you are writing, you are a righty, you write with the right hand. So when you feel I'm not able to concentrate, just for a minute or two, write few lines with the left hand. So within 30 seconds, you will be out of all the thoughts which were there, because you are doing something so unusual that your brain has no other option but to concentrate. Okay. Like for example, do your brush in the morning with the wrong hand. Suppose you are a righty, do your brushing with your left hand. Or let's say from your school to your house, there is one fixed way through which you go. So try another way to go to your house. So do something which is different that helps you to automatically, instantly build your concentration, right? So these are some things which I can suggest. Apart from that, there are many mental games like chess, like Sudoku, and there are multiple other things. Even see, we are so much addicted to mobile and we play a lot of games. But in mobile also, there are a lot of apps which can help you to concentrate better, like differentiation. There are two pictures, you have to find out what are spot the difference. And there are multiple other things which you can do to enhance your concentration. So little more stress given to the mind to do something differently that results into better concentration. So you can do that, Akshat, and all others. Yeah.
Very true. Coming out of the comfort zone is the basic necessity. Indeed, the technique suggested by you will surely improve the cognitive skills and the memory, attention, processing speed, and mental flexibility of our children. Thank you, sir. Now I request your teacher, Dhanesha Dhalawat, to ask the next question. Over to you, Dhanesha teacher.
Good morning, sir. I, Dhanesha Dhalawat, teacher at Acharya Shri Vijay Vallabh School, would like to ask you a question. While teaching in a classroom, we usually observe that children easily lose their concentration. So can you please tell us what are the factors affecting children's concentration and how can we improve it?
Correct. So, yeah, ma'am. You.
बच्चों की एकाग्रता को प्रभावित करने वाले कौन से रीजंस है जो हमें आप बता सकते हो?
Yeah. So, see, there are two things. One thing is, as a teacher, I will suggest you, because you are a teacher and you asked me about it, that in the class. So one thing which I have noticed is that definitely there must be the issue in the concentration of children also. But there is one more factor is, how do I present as a teacher? How am I presenting that particular subject? Because if the history in books is boring for the child, that same history in a movie with all those effects is super duper interesting for the child. So history is not boring, the book is boring, right? So the point is, method needs to be changed when it comes to teaching. Method needs to be changed when it comes to learning, and that changes your concentration level. Many a times, wrong method doesn't allow you to concentrate, right? For example, I'll come back to that same example of car. There is one fixed method of driving a car. If you try some any other method, it will not drive, right? You will not be able to drive the car. There is one method, you have to go with that method only. Similarly, for concentration also, if the method is proper, the concentration automatically changes. So most of the times people don't know how to study, how to grasp, how to listen to the teacher, how to make notes, how to write, how to memorize. And that's the reason why they are not able to concentrate. So they need to work on the methods. That is the number one thing. Apart from lack of interest, which I already explained in my views and the thoughts. Apart from that, the method also plays a very important role. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, methods are to be changed and the flexibility should be maintained. Children should be given innovative ways of teaching so that we catch hold of their interest. Very true. Thank you, sir. As we are proceeding further, I hereby request our student Rajveer Singh Rajpurohit of Standard 8 to ask the question. Over to you, Rajveer.
Good morning, sir. Myself, Rajveer Singh Rajpurohit, studying in Standard 8. Would like to ask you a question. Why speed writing practice is very important?
राइटिंग की प्रैक्टिस करना इतना जरूरी क्यों है?
बहुत ही सिंपल रीजन है. पहला रीजन तो यह है बिकॉज एग्जाम्स में आपको लिखना है. एग्जाम में आपको ओरल एग्जाम नहीं देनी है, आपको लिखने की एग्जाम देनी है. That's why writing practice is important. I have seen students who focus more on writing the important answers 5 times, 10 times, 20 times. They become the toppers eventually. And I've seen the students who have better intelligence, better grasping, better speed, but they don't do the writing practice and they are scoring lesser than those students. So to be very honest, our education system, not only in India but everywhere, is the test of what you are writing and not the test of your intelligence. And that's why writing plays a very important role as a student. And as a person also, it plays a very important role because it is the best way to express yourself. Many a times journaling plays a very important role. This is for all the parents and adults. कि बहुत सारे thoughts होते हैं, बहुत सारे frustrations होते हैं, बहुत सारे stresses होते हैं. अगर वो लिख दिए जाए तो हमारे सिस्टम में से उसको हम निकाल सकते हैं और हम वापस पॉजिटिव और हैप्पी बन सकते हैं. Writing enhances your creativity. I mean, all the knowledge of the world is available because someone was able to write. So if we are able to write, we are not only helping ourselves, we are helping the world, right? So that's why writing is very important. So start with this. Maybe, once in a week, you can just write random thoughts which are coming in your mind. Make a small poem and write and do that. That will enhance your creativity. So yeah, that's why writing is very much important. Yes.
Thank you, sir. Writing is a perfect way to express our ideas and messages clearly and directly to our listeners. It is an effective method of communication. Thus, write well to express well. Thank you. Now, I move on to a student, Khushbu Khandelwal of Standard 8 to ask a question. Over to you, Khushbu.
Good morning, sir. Myself, Khushbu Khandelwal, studying in Standard 8, would like to ask you a question. What to do if we forget everything that we learned during the exam?
सर, ऐसे काफी बार होता है कि हम इतनी तैयारी करके आते हैं और अचानक से सारा भूल जाते हैं. फिर वो बच्चे हो, हम टीचर्स हो और कोई भी. तो ये जनरल सभी के लिए है कि ऐसे क्या करें हम कि जो भी हमने पढ़ा है वो हम रिटेन करें, मेंटेन करें.
करेक्ट. और ये सबसे ज्यादा लोगों के साथ होता है. It's very common, and the only reason is your nervousness and you're not able to handle that stress in that moment and you're forgetting everything, right? Your memory requires relaxation. So recollection is equal to relaxation. That's what I keep on telling my students. Even if you see my Instagram, I keep on telling them the same thing in all my reels, all my content. Be relaxed, be relaxed, be relaxed, because relaxation is only recollection, right? The problem is, instead of being relaxed, we are hyper stressed in the exam. And the moment you forget, that stress bar goes more up. Okay, वहाँ पे ब्लड प्रेशर जांच करने का मशीन होना चाहिए, तो पता चलेगा कि कितना ऊपर जा रहा है, right? The point is, relaxation will allow you to remember, recall even that thing which you had forgotten. So जैसे ही आप भूल जाते हो ना, एग्जाम के टाइम पे आप लिख रहे हो और आप भूल गए हो, तो पहला थॉट आता है अरे यार, उसकी जगह पे आपको डीप ब्रीदिंग करनी है, आपको शांत हो जाना है, 10 to 20 seconds, don't do anything, don't try to recall, just be calm in that particular moment, let that moment of stress pass. Okay, it's like, you know, you are on the road, बहुत सारा ट्रैफिक आ रहा है और उस ट्रैफिक में आपको रोड क्रॉस करना ही, जिद है कि नहीं मुझे अभी रोड क्रॉस करना है, अरे नहीं 2 मिनट रुक जाओ ना यार, क्या होने वाला है, 2 मिनट रुक जाओगे, ट्रैफिक क्लियर हो जाएगा और आप अपने आप चले जाओगे. सो दैट ट्रैफिक ऑफ स्ट्रेस needs to pass by, and then you can go and be very very relaxed, and आपको automatically सब याद आने लगेगा. So be relaxed, drink water, take a deep breathing, or simply close your eyes and have a smile on your face. Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Very true, sir. To achieve the passions, you should have to be a patient listener also, and it's necessary to wait. Relaxation is directly related to retention and recalling of memory. Thank you.
I think you are on mute.
Last but not the least, now we move on to our last question. I request Prachi Jalgi of Standard 8 to ask the question.
Good morning, sir. My name is Prachi Jalgi from Standard 8. I would like to ask this question to you. My question is, how to ensure that while writing the paper, we will not get diverting thoughts?
Okay.
सर, ये हम कैसे सुनिश्चित करें कि पेपर लिखते समय हमें कोई भी ऐसे विचलित करने वाले विचार हमारे दिमाग में नहीं आए और ये हमसे काफी दूर रहे. So could you explain about it?
Yeah. So see, it's very important that before your exam, okay, just before your exam, at least 45 minutes before the exam, whatever is your state of mind, that will reflect in the examination paper. That's the rule. So 45 minutes before the exam, you are just reading all the important things again and again and again and again. You are not reading, you are adding on to the stress. Okay, so your state of mind is full of stress. That will reflect in your exam. So according to me, before 2 hours of the exam, you should stop studying anything. कुछ लोग 2 घंटे पहले शुरू करते हैं. But the point is, you should stop studying anything before 2 hours, and you should be completely relaxed. And before 45 minutes or 1 hour, you should do a meditation, even if it is a 2 minutes meditation, or just do deep breathing by closing your eyes. Visualize that मेरा paper बहुत अच्छा जाने वाला है, the best paper of my life. Okay, so meditation will help you that during the exam, while you are writing, there will be no extra thoughts. Okay, now जब लिख रहे हो तभी thoughts आ रहे हैं, फिर भी आ रहे हैं. So that means you are not planned कि मुझे इतने टाइम में इतने आंसर्स कंप्लीट करने हैं, इतने टाइम में इतने आंसर्स कंप्लीट करने हैं. That's why आपको मॉक पेपर प्रैक्टिस पहले करनी जरूरी है. So you can plan your exams. Even if you are in 5th standard, 6th standard, you can definitely plan कि 1 घंटे में इतना तो हो ही जाना चाहिए, दूसरे घंटे में इतना हो ही जाना चाहिए, फिर इतनी मुझे एक बार वापस go through तो करना ही है. So if you have a target in mind, there will be no other thoughts. And if there are no targets, definitely there will be a lot of thoughts which will be going on in your mind. And definitely जब हमारी एक्शन स्लो होती है ना, तो थॉट्स बढ़ जाते हैं. इट्स लाइक मैं अगर चल के जा रहा हूँ ना कहीं पे, तो थॉट्स के साथ है, लेकिन मैं चल रहा था और 2 कुत्ते मेरे पीछे भाग रहे हैं ना, तो मुझे बचना है ना, तो कोई थॉट नहीं होगा आपके दिमाग में, कोई भी थॉट नहीं होगा. आप जंप भी करोगे, आप पूरी की पूरी वॉल कूद के उधर चले जाओगे, बहुत कुछ कर दोगे. Point is, when you do anything in action, anything in speed, thought level goes down. That's why writing speed is important. 40 words per minute will divert all the thoughts which are there in the mind. And that's why whatever you have learned today, you just have to do one thing. And what is that? Practice, 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 practice. That's it. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Very true, sir. To achieve a passion, we need to have patience. Thus, relaxation is the real tonic for better results. Maintaining only positive thoughts or no thoughts at any, so that we can achieve our target. With this, we come to an end of the question answers round. I hope everybody watching our webinar will surely be benefited by the guidance given by Bhuvan sir, and the technique shown will help to excel every child's concentration and speed writing skills, because handwriting is a skill that develops at different rates for different children and helps them develop the finer motor and cognitive development. Thank you, sir, for this wonderful session. Now I hand over to Bhavika teacher. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Gitanjali Miss, and thank you, Bhuvan sir, for such an informative session. Now, I request our principal, Mrs. Jacinta Manuel ma'am, to give her insights on our today's webinar. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Bhavika. Thank you, sir. We value the insight and guidance you provided to our students. You have helped us children in many more ways than simply enriching their basic knowledge. Thank you once again, sir. Since tomorrow is the Teachers' Day, I would like to wish them a heartfelt thank you to all the teachers who spend their time, energy, love, and care to educate our children. Happy Teachers' Day to one and all. Thank you, sir. Over to you, Bhavika.
Thank you, Jacinta ma'am. It deemed a great honor and privilege to propose a vote of thanks on behalf of Acharya Shri Vijay Vallabh School to all those who have contributed in making this webinar a successful one. Let me first start by giving glory to Almighty God for making today's webinar a resounding success. First and foremost, I would like to thank our today's speaker, Mr. Bhuvan Dhanesha sir, for not only sharing his valuable time, but also enlightening us with the commendable talk on the subject and sharing your tips and tricks related to the topic with all our viewers. I would like to extend my profound gratitude to our chairman, Shri Subhashji Parmar sir, members of the Education Committee, principals, and my team for your consent, support, and guidance in every step towards making this webinar successful. I owe a special thanks to the technical team who have constantly worked hard to ensure that this webinar becomes a memorable one. Finally, a big thanks to the wonderful viewers who have turned up in such a great number for watching this webinar and were in constantly touch with the sir throughout the webinar. Once again, I thank all of you for showing your interest. Stay tuned for next Sunday, our webinar. Thank you.
Acharya Shri Vijay Vallabh School, Pune, India. Thanks all our viewers for giving your overwhelming response. Thanks to our today's eminent guest. A special thanks to our chairman, Shri Subhashji Parmar. A big thanks to our team members. Mrs. Jacinta Manuel, Principal. Mr. Kalpesh Darji, Team Leader. Mrs. Gitanjali Gullapelli, Teacher. Mrs. Itisha Shah, Teacher. Miss Bhavika Rathod, Teacher. Mrs. Aparna Dhaigude, Team Member. Miss Daksha Dhalawat, Team Member. Once again, thank you all. Thank you all the viewers for watching this webinar. We look forward seeing you next Sunday for yet another interesting webinar. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you.